Okay guys, we're down at the sugar house. Today's like the third day. Today's Monday, the 28th of October. So we've been down here for a couple days digging. We didn't do any footage of the digging today. I just wanted to give you an update of what's going on. This is what we have so far. And this is what I would say, where there's a will, there's a way. So I did all this digging with my backhoe, scooped all the dirt out of here with the skid steer, and by eye, it looks pretty darn good. So we're just going to check it real quick to see how good it is level. Started getting in some clay, which the skid steer scoop the clay. So we just have some variations where the skid steer was in here and had the tires turn and things like that. But we're just going to check the level real quick. We're going to do 12 feet this way with the 12-foot 2x4, and then we're going to just kind of maybe we'll grab another 2x6 and we'll see what it looks like to do the whole thing. It's plenty big enough. Just have a hump right here by the shed, so we're going to pull the shed off of that hump, and it's actually going to go out that way and to the left towards the sugar house, and then we'll have to get that dug out later. But I mean, right now by eye, I mean, I squatted down a couple times. It looks pretty darn close. I don't really see any high spots. I see a low spot right here, which is fine. Maybe a little high over there, but we're going to see, you know, what it looks like. With the shed, it's not, you know, if the high spot's back here where the shed's going to be, you know, that I can live with that. That's fine. You know, but it looks pretty good. And then up here, we got a big low spot. This is where it was wet. It was real wet in here. And right here is where the tanks are going to sit. The permeate tanks are going to sit here. They're plastic. I have a wooden deck that we set them on. They'll sit right here. So I'm not too worried about that either. We're just going to fill it in with gravel. But let's just go ahead and check it, see what we got real quick. So pull out our 2x12, and we're just going off the bottom of this tank right here. I mean, this is, you know, nothing big. Can't quite see me. So I just figured out that the Osmo Action 4, which I'm using for this video, does not have active track, or if it does, it's not, the settings for that are not where I thought they were. And I do not have the mic 2. I have two mic 2s. One's paired for the Osmo Action 5, one's paired for the 4. Excuse me. I have been just traveling around with the mic, just one mic, for a couple days now. So that is 12 feet sitting right there, is right on. So this low spot is just deceiving. I mean, it's probably the lowest right here somewhere. Good, probably 8 inches maybe off the bottom of the tank. Now it's, you know, the board is down just a little bit. Looks like it might be down a little bit lower than the tank, maybe an inch or so. But that's okay. No big deal. So I just kind of want to get this lined up. I just want to see what it looks like to go back through here. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. That's probably, that rock's probably a high spot. I think we're just going to go back through here diagonal just to see what it looks like. Because I can't put the, you know, you got to be smart about when you're doing it. You can't just put the board right through the low spot. It'll never, you know, it's not going to sit there. Looks like it might have just a tad bit, a high spot or a rock or something that's sitting on. So it looks like right where, looks like maybe it's high right there. Which is fine. So, it looks like it's high up here. Right there is where it looks like it's high, which is fine. We can scratch that off if we have to. I'm more concerned with the back part right now. So, the last time that I had the backhoe in there, I did not. And it's actually almost right on. So, right there. So we got just a little bit of a high spot right in. So the board over there, you can't probably see it, but the board over there, this 2x6 is being held up, so the end is probably looks about an inch high. But if I bring it back, you can probably do that. I think it's just right, maybe it's right where that dirt was sitting up. So that looks even better right there. Just a little high spot right there. So there, it's level, and it's maybe half an inch difference. So I mean that, if you get this thing within an inch, so I could probably come in there and just kind of, what I did here was I dug this all out, kind of been scratching with the backhoe. But right here I kind of stopped right here somewhere. And you can see this is all clay. And I tried taking it out with a skid steer, but the problem is you got to get it started just right and it will take it out, but it likes to ride up on the clay a little bit. So I'm just going to grab another board real quick. Bear with me. We'll just grab a 12 footer since they're on top. They were on top. But you know that you go to grab one and the pile falls over. So we're plenty good, I think. We get I'd like to see what this looks like. Again, we got a little bit of a berm, or whatever you call it, from where the skid steer was in here and turned. So it's a rock right there. There's a lot of, so we got to bony stuff right here like this. There's a lot of the bony rocks in there. Let's see where the skid steer spun around on. So there it's lined up. Boy, it's close. It's about, as the board sits, it looks like it's about a 1/4 inch high. So I mean that's 30, what's that, 28 feet. And that's right on there too. So I would say if you go out there 28, you know, diagonal to diagonal, rock right there. This is where the skid steer is coming in here and scooping out what we dug up. The skid steer did not like this clay. So, I mean, that's right on. So, I mean, that to be within 3/4 of an inch or so on 28 feet going diagonal is pretty darn good. Now, I don't want to line it up in the middle because I have this big hole. Well, maybe I could. I guess I could try that. Let's just, for the heck of it, let's try. Well, hard part is the end down there doesn't have anything to hold, so I guess we're not going to worry about that. But we'll just take this 12-footer and slide it and see. Like, there's a little bit of material over there that oh yeah, looks great. So it's off just a little bit from what it was. It's a little high right there. So I mean, bubble's like a 1/16 of an inch one way. Which way? Yeah, it's a little high right there where I dragged it across. It's this saw right here is where the skid steer turned, so you can see where it made a divot right here, but then it put the material there and made a divot there. And that's, get some of them rocks out of there and probably rake that by hand and have it be good to go. So we're going to check it this way right here. See what that looks like, and then we'll call it good. So I mean, I've used this method. It's amazing how good you can get it when you take the time to do it. You know, I mean, this is saving me from buying a well, I wouldn't say it's saving me from buying a laser level, because I've already thought about what. I almost ordered one last night. So there, it's a little high over there. It looks like it's sitting right on a rock. And this is definitely lower over there. You can see where the skid steer sunk right in. So if it's that, let's see if it's about probably about an inch, inch and a half, maybe 2 inches. But it looks like it's looks like it's just a little high spot right there. This is where I had a real hard time with the skid steer right here, this clay. It did not like this clay at all. But the shed is only going to come out to about where my feet are. So if I take this and just drag it back a little bit, might get worse actually. Looks like this, I would say that's a low spot right there where the tracks are. Still about, definitely just a little high right there. But I think we're pretty good. I mean, you know, I would think what I'd like to do, I don't know if this is the right way to think about it. But what I'd like to do is raise it up about 3 inches from where that tank is now. If I do that, 2 inches over there would be not much, but it's past where I want it anyway. So we could probably do a little bit more scratch. It might just need a little sun on it, might help. But for now, I think it's game on. So the shed is back about a foot. So we'll say that's 1.5 feet. So we got to measure about 10 feet, which is right here. The shed's going to be out about right there. So that's about 6-8 feet past. We'll just measure all the way out. See how much we really have. It can take about 1.5 feet from what we get. So we are about 18 feet. So we move the shed's 8 feet. That's got to move out about 1.5 feet. So still would have 16.5 feet. Still have about 8.5 feet on the other side of the shed right here, which is perfect. That'll work out. So I had the idea that we're just going to keep going. The only problem is that over here it's about 5 feet. And over there where the skid steer is, where the camera's sitting, there's about nothing. So it's just a matter of, probably once we get the gravel pile moved, we're probably just going to attack it that way. We're just going to dig this all out. Probably, I don't know, it's probably close to 50 feet, and we'll probably go another, probably 50 feet, maybe more. We're going to dig out the bank over there. We're going to tie it all in. So right over there, we'll kind of start the level, and we'll have it drop down like it was. So basically, the idea is up here, you come out up here this height all the way around to where the sugar house wall would be. If you rotate around to where the sugar house wall would be, it's going to be all the same height. From over there where it meets the wall, all the way around the back where it meets the wall would all be the same height. So we'll have one plateau, nice easy ramp down, and then we'll have another plateau where everything will be level with the sugar house all the way around, the other way around, all the way around the complete sugar house, the right side, the front, and the left side, whereas the back will all be like this. I think that's going to be super. great weather to do it. I mean, this is great. So now it can rain. You know, I don't really want it to rain, but it could rain. We're going to be able to get what we want to get done. I got gravel to move. I think I might scratch out just a little bit more right there. Now that I can see it, scratch that out just a little bit more, at least probably up to just this side, right up to where this board is, and then that'll cover the shed. We'll get that all, and we'll start putting gravel in there, and then we'll grab a couple rakes and we'll rake some gravel around by hand and get it pretty level. Then we'll be ready to move the shed. So that's what we have today. I just want to show you, if you watched the other video the other day, it was a lot longer video. This one's pretty long because I'm rambling. But the leveling of the ground was at the end. I showed you how to do that. I've done this quite a bit. I did it over there. I'm just really amazed how good you can get with the skid steer, with the backhoe. Just a little bit at a time, and how you can actually do a really good job leveling it. Now it will be easier with the excavator because you can move a little bit as you do it, whereas the backhoe, you get it set and you dig this spot, then you get it set and get in the back digging. If you have a small backhoe, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't have a small backhoe, you don't know what I'm talking about. But that one, it's so small, you dig in the shape of like a half circle, like a shell. You can dig all in a shell. You can reach this far, like this, half a circle, then you move. So digging a rectangle hole this big is not the easiest thing to do. But anyway, that's what we have for today. This is the first video that I've shot with higher resolution. I don't know if it's going to make any difference. People online talk about it all the time. This is shot with the 4K 30 setting, whatever that means. We'll get an active track one in probably next time. We'll get the other cameras going. But our next step is we're going to dig the holes. Yes, with the backhoe. I don't really want to dig them with the backhoe, but I guess that's what we're going to do. I just don't like the size of the hole you get, but it does work pretty good. I think we're, I don't know. We got to dig like two right here, I guess. 1, 2, 12 feet apart. And then get the posts in, get them braced and set, and hopefully we'll see some more progress. Got to raise the electric line. It's kind of getting to be a pain. But anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more from Triple D Farms, Triple D Maple, and Triple D Cabins. Have a great day.